So you want to be the tank that destroys everything in its path, hitting 1 million plus per shot and still getting up to 4 million armor? Then this build is exactly what you need. Are you farming for escalations for that sweet prototype gear, getting into legendary missions, or blasting through weekly events? Just breezing through any kind of content? Thanks to this Heartbreaker gear set, with the perfect Bloodsucker talent and the exotic overdogs, you can easily build stacks without dying, getting your armor and bonus armor combined to over 4 million and still be able to take down any enemy with shots that deal up to 1.2 million on each hit. Before the pieces, understand the loop, because this is why the build works. Every shot pulls to the enemy and builds Heartbreaker stacks. Every stack gives you weapon damage and bonus armor. Shield buys you time to stack up, and once you're stacked up, kills keep refilling your armor, damage feeds defense, defense feeds damage. That's the engine. Now the parts. 4 pieces of Heartbreaker to increase your weapon damage, your weapon handling, and the 4-piece talent Heartstopper, making it so that shooting enemies in the head pulses them, and every hit on a pulsed enemy builds stack for more weapon damage and adding bonus armor up to a max of 50 stacks. For the pieces itself, the mask comes with a blue core for armor, some crit chance and crit damage on the miners. The holster comes with a red core and crit damage. The knee pads with another blue core and crit chance. And the chest including a blue core, some crit chance, and some crit damage. The chest is the non-negotiable, because the chest talent doubles your maximum Heartbreaker stacks from 50 to 100. That's double the ceiling on your damage and your bonus armor. Lose the chest along with the talent and you're playing half the build. Backpack is the Liquid Engineer, the named Bellstone backpack. 1% armor regen, 12% bonus armor on kill. Stacks keep you alive in the fight. Liquid Engineer tops you up between fights. The harder part is actually getting the named version from certain events, named caches, or the Houndsman bounty. But a solid replacement is the normal Bellstone backpack with Bloodsucker. The difference would only be 2% bonus armor on kill. Gloves are the overdogs, for 30% amplified damage. Nothing clever, it just makes everything above hit harder. The downside being is dependent on the order you shoot the enemies, but especially when you have singled out targets, easy examples being bosses, your damage goes through the roof. Specialization is the Technician, and here's what people miss. The Technician unlocks the Link Laser Pointer weapon attachment, making it so you no longer have to shoot headshots before pulsing enemies and building your Heartbreaker stacks a lot easier and faster. Slot it on your primary, and don't forget also on your secondary. Thanks to the Technician, you also gain +1 skill tier that goes straight into your shield, while your weapon attachment is buying survivability and adding damage per hit. Your secondary weapon is an ACS-12 variant with the talent Back and Forth, for that increasing fire rate and weapon damage every time you swap to it and from the weapon. This is very nice to have, but the main reason you want the ACS-12 is because every shot spreads out in multiple pellets, and each of those hits counts when building stacks. So you should be at full stacks after just one clip of the shotgun. And lastly, the Quick Step as a sidearm, for the additional movement speed. The skills are easy picks here. The Crusader Shield, thanks to the 4 blue cores, plus the Technician skill tier, puts it at 200% health. Second skill is the Reviver Hive. You should rarely need it. It's there just for the moment when everything goes wrong. Let's take a look at the stats. For the minor attributes, crit chance and crit damage everywhere they fit. Stacks amplify your base damage, crit multiplies what's already multiplied, and everything you see here is with season modifiers turned off. So these are the real numbers. Built from watch level 1000, the minor attributes on the gear pieces, and the attachments on the weapon itself, including the primary stats from the Lexington. We have a solid 50% crit chance and 114 crit damage. We have 1.5 million base armor, which gets amplified by the bonus armor from Heartbreaker, and is topped off by the Crusader Shield, adding another 4 million. Don't have these exact pieces? Here's what to change and what to never touch. The 4 pieces of Heartbreaker are locked. Everything else is negotiable. For the gloves, if you don't have the overdogs, run Bellstone for more sustain, or unit alloys if you want to lean more into fire rate. The rule of thumb, overdogs are for damage, Bellstone is if you keep dying. For the backpack, unit alloys with Bloodsucker is the budget Liquid Engineer. Bloodsucker stacks bonus armor on kill, same ID, just easier to find. With the 2 pieces of unit alloys, you also gain 20% assault rifle damage. If you want more aggression instead of more armor, go with the Memento backpack or the Coyote's mask. Both slot in just fine. Just follow one rule. Keep the 4 pieces of Heartbreaker, break that and you lose what makes this build so good. Now, the part that matters more than any gear piece. How you actually play this. You open up with the ACS-12. The shotgun pellets build Heartstopper stacks fast, way faster than the AR. First 10 seconds of a fight, your only job is stacking. The shield comes out the moment you push. Then you switch to the Lexington and shoot from behind the shield. The ACS is to build, the Lexington is for damage. And here's the mindset shift, because this is where people get it wrong. The build punishes you for hiding. Your armor refills on kill. Your stacks decay when you're passive. Cover is where the build goes to die. Pressure is what gets rewarded. Push, pulls, stack, kill, repeat. So, that's the Heartbreaker shield build. 100 stacks of damage, armor that refills itself every kill, and a shield with double health in front of it all. This is the build I take into content, where other builds get deleted. If you want to walk through bullets while everything around you dies, this is how you do it. Try it for one session and tell me in the comments what you ran before this, because I'm betting half of you are coming off Striker. If you get stuck and want to take it further, jump into the Discord, there's always people around to help. Break things down and run it with you. Else, stay frank, and I'll see you in the next one.